Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a nice Hatha class together. So with no further ado, we're going to start sitting onto our knees. If you prefer to sit cross-legged, feel free to do it as well. If you like to place something underneath the sitting bones, to sit on a block or a bolster, feel free to take that at hand. Bring the hands inside of the lap or on top of the knees, wherever you prefer to have them. And make sure that you can sit up nice and tall through the spine. Feel that you can relax the shoulders maybe a little bit down, chin parallel to the floor, softly closing the eyes, finding a gentle breath in and out through the nose. Of course, for anyone working with Ujjayi breath, always feel free to start to utilize your Ujjayi breath. And always keep it nice and gentle. So don't breathe too hard in and out through the nose. Feel that you can just find more length on your in and exhalation. Just 2 more breaths here. And we're going to bring the hands in front of the heart, bow the forehead towards the fingertips, just taking a moment here to set an intention, maybe for your practice today. Or maybe just a moment of gratitude for yourself, for stepping onto your mat and for doing your practice today. And gratitude from our side that you choose to practice together with us. Slowly open the eyes. We come onto our hands and knees. We're going to our tabletop position where we move a couple times through our cat and cow. Now from cat and cow, we're going to start to move from our tailbone. We're going to hollow our back. Press through the hands and open the collarbones wide. Feel that nice opening for the heart space. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, start to round your spine, protract as you push the floor away. Chin comes towards the chest as last. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open the heart forward. Exhale as you round your spine. 2 more times, inhale. Exhale. And it's perfectly fine if you go on your own pace for this last 2. Last one, rounding the spine, pushing the floor away. And then tuck our toes under. We directly push ourselves back into a downward facing dog. And the first downward facing dog of today, so maybe pedal the feet, maybe move the hips a little bit, finding that you can find a bit more space through the back line. There's 2 more breaths here to pedal, to move. And then we're going to walk our feet all the way to the top. So you can rise onto the toes. And then just with little steps, walk your feet all the way forward until you come between your hands, forward fold on the top. Inhale, roll the spine up vertebra by vertebra all the way up to standing. Arms alongside the body, Samastitihi. Just ground through the feet. Close the eyes and just take a moment here to arrive. We're going through our sun salutation C, the Shivananda sequence, by breathing in, bringing arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg steps back, lower back knee down, open the heart forward like we did in our cow. Stepping back, high plank on the breath hold. Knees, chest, chin down, Ashtanga Namaskar, lower. Inhale, Cobra pose, Bhujangasana on the inhalation. Exhalation, downward facing dog. On the next inhalation, right foot steps up towards the right thumb. Lower the back, left knee down, open the heart forward. Exhale, step the left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, arms reach, find leg. Exhale, release the arms alongside the body, Samastitihi. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot steps back, lower back knee down, open the heart forward. High plank, breath hold. And then Ashtanga Namaskar, knees just chin down. Look forward. Slide through Cobra pose, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot steps up to the top. Lower the back, right knee down. On your exhalation, right foot follows, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, arms find length. Look up to your hands. Exhale, release the arms alongside the body. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg steps back, lower the knee down. Breath hold, high plank. And on the exhale, knees just chin down. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Left foot steps up to the top on the inhale. Left foot follows for the exhale. Inhale as you rise up. Exhale as we release the arms alongside the body. Inhale, arms find our way up. Look up. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot steps back, inhale. Breath hold, high plank. And knees just chin down, exhale. Slide through cobra pose, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot up to the top. Exhale, right foot follows, forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release the arms alongside the body. We do it one more time, right and left. Inhale, arms come up. Forward fold, exhale. Right foot steps back, inhale. Left foot follows, breath hold. Exhale, knees just chin down to the floor. Slide through cobra pose, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Inhale, right foot to the top. Exhale, left foot follows, forward fold. Inhale, come up, arms reach. Exhale, hands alongside the body. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Breath hold, step back. Exhale, knees just chin. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step forward with the left leg. Step the right foot forward, exhale, forward fold on the top. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release the arms. All right, from here we're going to take a step back with our right leg into our warrior one or high lunge. So as we step the right leg back, back foot can stay around 45 degrees. Left knee is bending, left hip is pulling back, the right chest is twisting forwards, arms can come up, hands can stay together or separated, whatever feels better for you. And then the option to look up towards the hands and breathe here. Find connection through the feet, strength through the legs, reaching of the arms. And if looking up is too much, then just look forward, that's perfectly fine as well. And from here we're going to keep our feet as they are. We're just going to open our arms for warrior two. Warrior two, gaze over the middle fingers. Feel strong into the legs, maybe even sink a little bit more into the front leg. If you need to adjust the legs a little bit wider, feel free to do so. Notice that you're engaged also through the arms, so the arms are reaching, like someone's pulling your front hand and is pulling you back, so you're staying nicely in the middle above the hips with your whole upper body. Take another breath here. The body stays as it is. We're going to just flip the front palm, and when we're going to reverse, the lower body stays the same, so only the upper body is reaching. Feel a nice stretch along your left side body. And the right hand can be on the back leg if you prefer to have it in front of the belly. That's some option. If you want to go deeper, the arm can also go behind the back, maybe grabs the front hip as you reach. If this compromises the legs, keep the hand on the back. Coming back to our warrior two. From our warrior two, we're going to extend the front leg. Here we're going to our Trikonasana, triangle pose. If you want to adjust the back leg a little bit closer to make the step a bit smaller, then do that, or stay in the position as you are. You're going to reach, hand can come onto the shin, onto the foot, inside of the foot. If you have the full version, with your middle index finger and thumb, grab the big toe, and then bring the right arm up as you gaze up towards the top hand. Now to engage into the twist, maybe even try with your left eye to look towards your right hand. Feel that the top hip is maybe twisting a little bit now, as the left leg is pulling up in towards the hip socket. Feel also a nice hamstring stretch into the left leg in your triangle pose. And then bring the gaze down. Bring both hands down, step the back foot a little bit closer, both toes pointing forward. You go into our pyramid pose. Stepping it, both toes facing the front of the mat. Hands can stay underneath the shoulders, onto the floor, maybe even on fingertips, or if you like to use props, that's perfectly fine as well. Feel that you want to lead with the chest, so don't just bend the forehead down. Feel that you want to lead your chest down and forward. At the same time, engage through the legs. If you want, you can also bring the arms behind the back, maybe grab opposite elbows. or even have a reverse namaste, that we have the palms together behind the back. Whichever version you choose, try to find comfort and breathing. Then from here, we're going to gaze forward. We're going to have a balancing posture, warrior 3. So we're going to load up into the front leg. If you need to, you can always bend the front knee first, lifting back leg up, and then slowly extend through that front left leg. Hands can be in front of the heart, alongside of the body. If you want to have a full version, arms forward, making yourself into that big capital T. Just holding it here for 5, 4, keep engaging through the standing leg, 2, and 1. Slowly set the top foot down next to each other. Bring the arms up, find some nice length, and exhale, relax the arms in front of the heart, prayer position. And again, close the eyes, take a moment here to feel the movements that we just did, the integration into our body. As we're going to do the other side. So the right leg stays forward, we step back with our left leg. Here again, find your distance for your warrior 1. Feel that the front knee is bending, so knee above the ankle, ideally. It's okay if it goes a little bit further. Pull the right hip back, twist the chest forward, then bring the arms up, maybe palms together, maybe thumbs cross. If you like to have Kali Mudra, where only the index fingers are still up and the hands are clasping together, that's fine. Feel that you can reach, bring the shoulders back, gaze up to the hands. As you gaze up to the hands, sit more into your posture. Feel that you get a little bit more depth through the legs. And if looking up is not something that you like to do, then just keep looking forward. Just make sure that the legs are working and that they are strong. On the next exhale, warrior 2, keep the legs the same, open the arms. Maybe sink a little bit deeper into the front leg. Gaze over the front middle finger. Relax the shoulders, but extend through the arms. And just find a moment here to breathe. Focus on your pose. And know if there's anything that you can adjust. Can you sink a bit deeper? Can you press the back foot a little bit more down? Are your shoulders in line? Are you leaning forward or are you leaning too much back? Keep the whole body above the middle waist. Now again, keep the lower body the same. Front palm flips, reverse your warrior. Reach. Find length through the right side. Breathe in and out through the nose. Wherever you hold the left arm, take the same option you maybe did on the other side. So whichever version that was, find that space here and breathe. Hold it here for another 3, 2, and 1. Coming back, warrior 2. From warrior 2, extend the front leg again, Trikonasana. So if you have the good distance and you like this distance, reach forward with the right hand and then come down. Maybe the hand lands on the inside. Maybe you can grab the big toe and bring the arm up. And again, this time the right eye for our drishti is going to gaze up towards our left hand. And feel that you're trying to touch the ceiling, like we're looking at a beautiful white ceiling here, and it's like my fingers just want to touch it. I want to reach a bit higher. And as I want to reach a bit higher, my right foot is pressing down. My back left foot is pressing down. I feel the engagement through the feet, lifting up, and the left arm is reaching. The right hand is pulling onto the big toe or pressing down into the floor if the hand is down. Pyramid pose, bring the gaze down. Both hands down underneath the shoulders. Now step the back foot closer, so both feet again are pointing to the front. Finding balance, lifting maybe the heart for that half lift. And then your version, arms behind the back, maybe reverse namaste. Hands on the hips, so just keeping hands down as you slowly reach the chest more forward. And resist the urge to just let the forehead fall towards the leg. Feel that you want to get more engagement by bringing the heart towards the front of your mat. Almost like your nose wants to touch your big toe or the front of your mat. Feel how that changes the engagement of that right hamstring. And if you feel that you have a lot of space and you want to engage more, then press the right foot down and feel like you want to slide that right foot back. So you feel more an isometric engagement into that right hamstring. If just by folding forward you have enough sensation, then just keep it here. Going into our balancing posture, warrior three. So release the arms if they were around the back. Maybe lift onto the back toes so you can find a little bit of pressure. Just lifting up or bending the front knee, leaning forward, lifting back leg up, coming into your expression of warrior three. Maybe hands in front of the heart or arms alongside the body. And take a moment to fly. And again, focus. Sometimes the balancing helps by having a single point to look at something that doesn't move. Or actually just listening. Try to listen to the voice, how I'm talking to you, and that can sometimes help you to balance because we're getting out of the other sensations in our body. Slowly the back foot is stepping next towards the right, reaching up, finding a nice length through the legs. Reach up, maybe even make a little back bend here. And coming back, hands in front of the heart, or Samastitihi. And again, take a moment here to notice how the body is feeling now. After that we did both sides. Maybe it's your first practice today. Maybe you feel your muscles starts to engage. Maybe even heating of the body. A little bit of raising in the heartbeat. Maybe even a little bit of sweat already. We're going to come for our yogi squat malasana. We're going to step the feet as wide as the mat. And we can just slowly start to bend through the knees, bring elbows to the inside of the knees. And just squat down. As we bring the palms together into our prayer position, press the elbows on the inside of the knees. As you press the elbows to the inside of the knees, press your hips forward, find length through the spine. And just sit nice and tall. Just holding it here. Of course, if you need to, and this is too hard, bring a block underneath your sitting bones, or even use your hands on the front of the floor to find support for yourself. And also bringing the feet maybe a little bit wider can help if we don't have that much space in towards our hips. Hold it here just for another 3, 2, we're almost there, 1. Slowly start to sit down. So you can just sit down like Eli is doing and just sit down onto the buttocks, or bring the hands behind you, sitting down, bring the feet to the front. Take a moment here to shake the legs, maybe just a little bit if you feel them for your hips. And we're going into our Paschimottanasana. So forward, fold into our seat. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to press our heels down, lift our toes up towards us. So by flexing our feet, we also try not to have the little toes curling in as we push. So we try to keep all the toes pointing towards us. And we're going to reach forward to grab our big toes, index finger, middle finger and thumb. And if you need to, bend your knees as much as you need. So it's perfectly fine to have the knees in quite a big bend, as long as your belly can touch. And then you're going to reach forward as your elbows pull down alongside your calves. And maybe you start with bended knees, and then over time you can just press more into the heels and find more length. And also here again, resist the urge to just fold the head down, but look towards your big toes or gaze past your toes. See a little bit further forward so that you can get just a little bit more space. Actually, it's way more effective to stretch your hamstrings by gazing forward than just finding flexion and rounding into the spine. It's like what we did before in Asuryas when we had those cobra backs. We try to create that here as well. And slowly starting to let go of the toes and sitting up. We're going to our butterfly position. We bring both feet in and try to keep them around a fist distance. If that is too much, you can always bring them a little bit further forward. The more you bring your feet forward, the easier it is to open the hips. The closer you bring them, the harder it gets, and maybe your knees get up higher. So find a space where you can comfortably hold. And as you open the feet like a book, like you're trying to read a nice page in the inside of your feet, which helps to find external rotation into the hip to get maybe just a little bit deeper into the fold. Now you can just stay seated up here. Maybe you want to use your elbows to press into the shins to open the hips a little bit more. And then maybe even coming more forward as you lead with the chest, even bringing, as Eli is showing, elbows down. So you can always go further. And maybe even reaching, if you have it into your practice, to even let the forehead slowly come forward and down. So wherever you're sitting, wherever you feel comfortable, stay there. And it might well be like what I'm showing now, that you just stay here and you just like to feel the opening of the hips and sitting up tall. It is perfectly fine as well. And it is fine in this position to also bring forehead down around the spine a little bit. You're working just a bit more on spinal flexion than into the lengthening of the spine. So whichever one you prefer, always feel free to do that. Just hold it here for another 3, 2, and 1. Slowly releasing, bringing the legs together. We're going to lay onto our back, and we're going to keep the right foot onto the floor, and we're going to place our left ankle on top of our knee. So we're going into recline pigeon. We're going to lay on our backs. Left ankle is coming on top of the right. And for a moment here, we're going to place our left hand to the inside of our left knee. So we can push a little bit the hip out. Now always feel free to just stay here or reach the hands through, maybe grabbing the thigh or the shin of the right leg, and then pulling the leg a little bit more in. As you pull the right leg in, feel that the left hip is opening. So keep flexing the left foot, so don't have the foot really soft, have it nice and flexed. And open, so press the knee out, so you feel the opening through the hip as you pull the right leg a little bit closer. So it's like a pigeon pose, but just without your body weight onto the floor. And then slowly releasing the hands, placing the foot back down, taking the left foot off and switching the sides, placing the right foot on top of the left knee. Flexing the foot, maybe using the hand on the inside of the right knee, pushing the right knee out. And again, option to just stay here or reach the hands through, maybe grabbing the back of the thigh or grabbing the left shin, pulling in. And again, maybe here you feel a slight difference between the left and right side. You're just going to hold this for a couple of breaths. Gently breathe in and out through your nose. Feel the opening of that right hip. Maybe every exhale just pulling a little bit more on that left shin. Closing the gap a little bit more with every breath. And slowly lowering the foot back down. Releasing the right ankle from the left knee. Placing the feet to the edges of the mat. Let the knees come together in the middle. And then just for a moment you can have one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. And windshield wipe the legs from left to right. It doesn't matter how deep you go, how much you want to twist with these rolls. Just do what feels natural, what feels good right now. And then from here, we're going to bring the knees in towards the chest. As you bring the knees in, really bring the arms around so you can grab opposite elbows around and really squeeze the upper thighs closer towards the belly. And here, feel that every time when you breathe in, the belly is touching the thighs. As you exhale, feel that the belly releases from the thighs and then squeeze a little bit more, like you want to close that gap every time more. So you really are squeezing it nice and tight. And do that for a couple more breaths. Just feel that when you breathe in, belly's touching the thighs. When you exhale, you pull it in even more. Feeling the compression maybe in towards the hips. One more time, breathing in. As you exhale, squeeze even a little bit more. Releasing the knees, grabbing the outer edges of the feet, bringing the arms on the inside, happy baby. And last pose before Shavasana. So if you like to move a little bit here, roll on your back, feel free to do so. Maybe you like to even extend the legs one at a time or both. Feel free to do so. Or maybe even pull the knees even more down. Hold any shape or form of your happy baby in stillness or in movement for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring everything back down. Reach for your Shavasana. Bring the feet to the corners of the mat, arms alongside the body. And just relax the full body down. Adjust anything that you need to adjust. Maybe the length of your head. Length of the neck, the shoulders together, the palms facing up, the feet naturally falling out. Feeling the heavy weight of your legs, your arms, your upper body, the weight of the head pressing down into the floor. And after every practice, just stay as long as you need into your Shavasana. I want to thank you either way for joining us in this class or being a part of our community. And if you're not yet, please give a like to the video, help us out. Give a nice subscribe. It's just one button. It will help us so much. Thank you all for joining us in this Hatha class, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much.